Dear grade 12 students, welcome to a new English class. Today our video lesson deals with vocabulary, so please get your student's book and have it opened on page 70 and get a dictionary. First, let's have a look on the learning objectives. By the end of today's video lesson, you will be able to first use words related to work and money to complete 14 sentences with a high degree of accuracy in terms of form and meaning with the help of a dictionary. Second, form collocations with the word business using given words and phrases with a high degree of accuracy in terms of form and meaning with the help of a dictionary. Let's warm up with a starter activity. You have scrambled letters of 4 words. Please pause this video here and try to find these words by putting the letters in the correct order. Excellent. Let's correct together. The first word is what? Great. Work. Then, when you order the letters, you get which word? Excellent. Money. After that, the third word, which is excellent. People. And finally, you have the word business. So, the words we will see in today's lesson are related to work, money, people, and business. We begin with Activity A in your student's book, page 70. The first group of words deals with work. Please pause this video here and use your dictionary to find out about the meaning of these words. Well done. Let's see the answer. The word job means the work somebody does in order to earn money. In other words, it means employment. For example, when I finished university, my uncle gave me a job in his company. Then, profession means a type of job that requires special training, skills, or education. For example, before choosing a university degree, you need to decide which profession you want to enter. Then you have occupation, which means any job or profession. For example, I want to change my occupation and get a job in a different field entirely. We continue with the same vocabulary work. Now the word career, which means the job or series of jobs one has in a particular area of work. For example, he spent his entire career working at the same company. Then, work, which is an activity somebody does and usually in order to earn money. For example, I don't enjoy the work I have to do as a secretary. Then, employment, which is the situation in which people have paid work. For example, after months of looking for a job, Donald finally found employment at a restaurant. The last 2 words, which are position, which means a job in a company. For example, she already works for the company, but she wants to be promoted to a better paid position. And finally, the word duty, which means the work that somebody is responsible for getting done. For example, as a librarian, one of my duties is to order new books. Now, after explaining the words related to work, I would like you to use them to complete sentences 1 to 8 of Activity A. Sometimes more than word can fit in the space. Also, you notice that all these words are nouns, so sometimes you need to use them in the plural form. For presentational reasons, this activity has been divided into 2 slides, but for you, I want you to do the whole activity. So please pause this video here and do the task. Well done. Let's correct. Which word have you chosen for the first sentence? Excellent. Profession. Can you tell me which words fits in the space of the second sentence? Exactly. We can use work or employment. Then which word fits in space 3? That's it. Occupation. As for sentence 4, you can use the word exactly, career. Carry on with the correction of the same activity. Now sentence 5, and the best word which fits here is what? Excellent, work or employment. We move to sentence 6, and the correct word is what? Great, position. Then which word goes into space 7? Well done, job. Finally, the last word is duties, and you need to write this word in the plural form by adding IES. Now we will see the words employee, employer, colleague, assistant, applicant, entrepreneur. They deal with people related to work. So please pause this video here and try to work out the meaning of these words using your dictionary or your own background knowledge. Well done. Let's find out about their meanings. We start with the word employee, which is a person who is paid to work for a company, organization, etc., or for another person. For example, there are over 300 employees working for this company. However, the word employer means a person or a company that pays people to work for them. For example, Fatima thinks her new employer is the best boss she has ever had. After that, we have the word colleague, which is a person you work with. For example, if you get on well with your colleagues, it will be easier to work as a team. We continue with the same vocabulary work. Now the word assistant, which is a person whose job is to help and support somebody in their work. For example, Tom had too much work to do, so he hired an assistant to help him. The word applicant means a person who formally requests to be given an available job or post. For example, let's call all the job applicants in for an interview before we decide who to hire. Finally, the word entrepreneur, which means a person whose job is to start and run a business or businesses, usually involving financial risk. For example, Martin is the entrepreneur who created the first ever social media site. Now we will use these nouns to complete sentences 9 to 14 of Activity A. Again, for presentational reasons, the sentences have been split into 2 slides. But for you, please complete all the sentences. So please pause this video here and complete the sentences using the correct form of the nouns. Well done. Let's start the correction. What have you written for sentence 9? That's it, employers. And you notice that we have added the S of the plural to the noun. Then for sentence 10, which word best fits in the space? Great, employees. And here also the S of the plural is added to the noun. Sentence 11 takes which word? That's it, assistant. We carry on with the same activity. So which word fits in space 12? Excellent, applicants. And the noun should be used in the plural form. Space 13 will take which word? Entrepreneur or colleague? Exactly, entrepreneur best fits here. And of course, the last sentence takes the word colleague. Now let's deal with words related to money. Please pause this video here and try to figure out what these words mean. You can use your dictionary or your own background knowledge. Well done. Let's check it out. Salary is the money that employees receive each month or year for doing their job. For example, my boss just gave me a 5% increase in my annual salary. Then, wage is the money that employees receive according to the number of hours, days, or weeks that they work. For example, as a painter, you can expect your hourly wage to be about $70. So you see the difference between salary and wage is that salary is annual or monthly, but the wage it's hourly, daily, or weekly. The next word is income, which means money somebody earns from work or receives from investments. For example, I get income from my job and from a flat I rent out to a university student. We continue with the same vocabulary work. So the word profit has the meaning of the money that somebody makes in business after they have paid the expenses. For example, we sold the house for 3 million, but it only cost us 2 million to build. So we made 1 million profit. Finally, the word pension, which is money that is given to somebody regularly after they have retired. It means the money you receive after your retirement. For example, when Harry reaches 65 and stops working, his pension will be about half his salary. Now please pause this video here and complete sentences 15 to 19 using the correct form of the words we have seen previously. Well done. Let's correct. What have you chosen for sentence 15? Excellent. Function. Then the correct word for sentence 16 is what? Excellent. You can use the singular form profit or the plural form profits. As for sentence 17, we should write which word? Excellent. Wage. And sentence for 18 will take the word well done, income. Of course, sentence 19 will have the word salary. Here we reach the last objective of today's lesson. So I want you to pause this video here and try to figure out the meaning of these collocations with the word business. You can use a dictionary or just refer to your own background knowledge. Well done. Let's see what they mean. Run a business means to manage a company. Go into business means to start a company. Set up a business means to establish a company. Expand a business means to increase the size of a company. To be in business means to be operating as a company or business. To do business means to interact with someone with a view to selling or buying products. Finally, to go out of business means to stop operating as a company. Now we do activity B in your student's book, page 70. Your task is to use the correct form of the collocations with the word business, which we have seen in the previous slide, to complete the sentences 1 to 7. For presentational reasons, the activity has been split into 2 slides, but for you, please do the whole activity. Now please pause this video here and do the task. Excellent. Let's correct. What have you chosen for sentence 1? Excellent. Go into business. Then, for sentence 2, it takes which word? Great. Does a lot of business. And you notice here that we should put the verb do in the present simple form. We move to sentence 3. What have you written here? Well done. Being in business. And here we use the past participle of the verb to be because it's preceded by have. Sentence 4, we should write what? Excellent. Set up my own business. We continue with the same activity. Now, sentence 5, what have you written? That's it. Went out of business. Can you tell me why we use the past form here? Excellent, because we have last year. Then, which word have you used for sentence 6? Excellent, expanded. Why do we use the past participle of the verb here? Excellent, because it is preceded by have. Finally, of course, sentence 7 takes running, the business. Do you know why we should add ing to the verb? Exactly, because it is preceded by is. Now you know the different meanings of words which have a relation with work, money, and business. Here we come to the end of today's video lesson. Thank you very much for being attentive, and remember that this video will be available on Microsoft Teams. Goodbye.